How's it going, everybody? Today I'm kind of dropping a kind of unplanned review for a little indie film called Mandy. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to see Mandy in theaters due to the fact that there's literally no showings of it anywhere in the entire state that I live in. But luckily, it's on video on demand, so that's where I checked it out today. It means you got Nicolas Cage taking on a cult and also motorcycle-clad demons that are summoned by the cult. You got blood, gore, action, thriller, revenge. I mean, all of this just sounds like amazing film that I must check out. I don't care if I have to buy it on video on demand and then it comes out on Blu-ray next month. This was just an interesting film to check out. And I have to say, this definitely is one of the most unique films that I've seen this year so far. Like I previously mentioned, the film centers around Nicolas Cage's character, and he's in this revenge thriller because this crazy cult took the love of his life, so he's pretty much out for blood, literally. And it gets pretty nuts in that aspect. Now sure, we've seen plenty of our fair share of the whole revenge thrillers throughout the years. I mean, that's not even like the first time that's happened this year. But this film is very unique in the aspect of visuals, especially just because I've never seen anything this director's done before. I know he's done one previous film, but I never actually watched it. But he just obviously has his own style with different vibrant colors, you know, reds and pinks and blues. It just really kept me it's visually stimulating. I guess that's the proper way to use it. It's visually stimulating while also being like completely insane, off the walls, crazy stuff you wouldn't expect out of a normal film, because this is very, very indie. Now this film definitely isn't going to be for everybody because it is kind of out there in a lot of aspects, and it's a little longer. I mean, it's a little over 2 hours long, but it does take a while to get going because I think a big chunk of the whole storyline that you're expecting with this revenge thriller doesn't really get going probably until about 35-40 minutes in. But you're going to be interested if, you know, you're going to get invested with the characters and what's going to go on, but I don't think everybody's going to have the same kind of feeling towards this film as me or some others do. Just because it's, you know, it's a slow burn and it's very weird in many aspects. Like I said, with the visuals alone, it's not for a casual movie audience, probably. That's what I would say. I think we're all pretty much well aware of Nicolas Cage not being the greatest actor in recent years. I mean, he's done very many straight-to-DVD movies that pretty much nobody cares about at all. But he really returns the form in this, and it's really surprising to me. I mean, maybe a little bit surprising, not like super shocking, because he was once an Oscar-winning actor. And like he just flipped a switch and went from being like a straight-to-DVD crap actor to being Oscar-worthy again. And I don't know how he did it, and I hope it stays this way, even though it probably won't. But he really fits really well in this role. He gets to just let loose with his emotions. You know, he's just such a dynamic character in this because he's obviously very distraught about losing his wife or girlfriend, but he also has to get revenge, and he just becomes so unhinged. And unhinged Nicolas Cage is perfect Nicolas Cage because he's probably for the most part, an unhinged person in real life. I think we need to see more of Nicolas Cage in these unhinged, crazy kind of roles, because once we get to that part in the film where he's on his path of revenge with his crazy-looking axe, you know, killing all these cult members and these motorcycle, like, riding demons and all that, that's, like, some of the most entertaining things I've seen all year. Like, I just saw The Predator, and I think some of the stuff in Mandy was on par, crazy-wise and action-wise, in that film. But I think Mandy just was like a little touch more insane just because of Nick Cage aspect. I mean, he's killing people with axes. He's covered in blood pretty much for the entire third act of the film. And he's also fighting people with chainsaws. Like, what? Like, that alone should sell you on seeing this movie at least once, to see unhinged Nicolas Cage fighting people with chainsaws. So yeah, this definitely isn't a film for everybody. It's very artsy, and it does take some patience and some time, and just to get used to some of the artistic liberties the director takes in this. But, I mean, once you get to the good stuff with Nicolas Cage, I mean, this is some of the craziest, best stuff I've seen from Nicolas Cage in probably the last 15 years or so. I mean, I hope Nicolas Cage keeps this up in the future. Like, he actually keeps going with these kind of crazy roles and takes on better films. But at least in this moment, Mandy, I definitely think this is one of his best films he's put out in the last 15 or so years. I'm really impressed with it. Definitely going to pick this up on Blu-ray when it comes out at the end of next month, and just going to show it to all my friends and just show a bunch of crazy, unhinged Nicolas Cage drugged up, you know, on LSD and who knows what drugs, you know, screaming at people and freaking out and fighting people with chainsaws and giant axes. I mean, that alone is amazing to me. I feel like if anyone finds Nicolas Cage enjoyable at all, even if it's just the memes or the actual action movies he's been in, like, you're gonna get some entertainment out of this film. It's an indie film with some crazy Nicolas Cage in it as well. But those are just my thoughts on Mandy. Leave a comment in the comment section down below what you thought of the film when you check it out. Did you like it? Are you looking forward to it? Did you not like it? Also, let me know what your favorite Nicolas Cage performance was. But thanks for checking out my little review of Mandy. Feel free to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, keep up to date with all my movie reviews, trailer reactions, unboxings, and more. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.